Hey everyone, Boomesh Day and Boom here again, starting off episode 2 of our Pokemon Blue Let's Play. Just so everyone knows, I went ahead so I didn't waste everyone's time, and trained up Pippin and evened him out with Yertle for the time being, as we see they're both level 7. I'm going to switch this up right now. Switch over to Pippin, down below Yertle. We're going to start off, we're going to head over this way, and we're actually going to start this episode by looking for our third team member, who can be located in this grass. I'm going to head up over here, and for the time being, I'm actually going to cut it out for you guys, because it might take a while. See what happens when I finally find that third team member. And there we go, we finally found that third team member we were looking for, which happens to be Nidoran Male. As you can see, during the time that you guys were away, all you missed was a couple battles. Pippin made it to level 8, and we found him. So we're going to try to battle. Got Pippin here, newly leveled up. Let's see. Looks like it's going to do about half the damage, and I'm pretty sure if we do it again, we'll kill him, and I don't feel like searching for him forever. So we're going to throw a Pokeball and see how things turn out. And look at that! Nidoran was caught. New Pokédex is added for Nidoran, and let's get going. The Poison Pin Pokemon. Do you want to give a nickname to Nidoran Male? And we do. We're going to end up naming him, as simple and basic as this is, we're going to name him Kingpin. Throw a space in there. And for anyone that doesn't understand his name, it'll come into fruition when he evolves into Nidoking. He's the Poison Pin Pokemon, and he will be named Nidoking, aka Kingpin. So now that we have him, we'll head down here, go to the Pokemon Center and heal him up. Maybe do a slight little bit of training real fast. Mostly, not even on him, but on Yertle. We gotta get him up one level, and he will be able to learn Bubble. So let's actually switch that now. Get him set up front. And let's head back over this way. We're gonna basically want to level him up because Bubble will vastly help against the first gym leader, who most of us already know as Brock. And we know Brock uses rock types, which are weak against water type attacks. So we're going to come up here really quick, just see if we can get to level 8, because it'll be a great advantage to have Bubble, especially in a few minutes when we head up top. So we'll see what happens. Try to speed it up a little, just so we don't waste everyone's time. And there we go. Yertle gains 33 experience. Let's see what happens. Look at that, we're gonna fight a Spearow. So let's go through this really quick. We all know the intended goal here. And now, we're gonna wanna look at that. We got Yertle, level 7. Keep it up. A little bit more training, and the intended goal will be reached. And let's see, how long is this gonna take with 4,000 growls. And now we got Yertle to level 8, which means Yertle learned Bubble. It'll be one of his most basically used attacks for the time being, as he's low leveled on our team. I'm sure we'll see Yertle grow, as well as Pippin and Kingpin, into very valuable assets of our team. And as we see, only 2 episodes in, we already have half of our team. I'm not saying all of our team members are going to be basic early on, but it just happened to be the 3 that I chose from the very start happen to be right on early in the game. So here we go. We're going to go up here, check out this team real quick. Got Kingpin level 4, Yertle level 8, and Pippin level 8. And we'll see why we're going up this way. Up, and of course, look at that. Run away, there's no point. Go over here, and look at that. Dick music, it's green. You go into the Pokemon League, forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? I guess we'll have to find out. Let's see. Green wants to fight. Green sent out a Pidgey, look at that. He's got a Pidgey of his own. We're gonna wanna swap these moves up real quick. Just to get what we're probably gonna use most, a little more readily accessible. Use Bubble a few times on this Pidgey. As we can see, his Pidgey's already a little bit stronger than ours. And it's quite the little powerhouse, isn't it? Keep using bubbles, whittle this guy down, get hit by Sand Attack, which is a pain in the ass in these early games. Same effect, low his accuracy, all that fun stuff. Which of course he's just going to keep doing, making it harder and harder to get any attacks off. So I'm sure now, Yertle's done for. Use a quick bubble, and look at that, he survives. And down goes Yertle. Just for the sake of doing it, let's try to send in Kingpin. See what happens if he takes an attack. I'm gonna use a tackle, see if we can survive this. Which we just managed to do. Use a tackle, and Kingpin, the newest member of our team, level 4, takes out this level 9 Pidgey and goes up to level 6. That's a good little start. Now we're going to switch Pokemon over to Pippin to face Green's Bulbasaur. Because we know type-wise, same levels and everything, that flying types are good against grass. The only downside is that the flying type wasn't actually created at first. So, for right now, Gust is just going to be considered normal. So there's actually not much reasoning behind it type advantage-wise. But we'll see what we can do. Looks like Pippin's having no problem here, even though he's getting hit by that Leech Seed over and over. And he tries to use it again because he's an idiot. Leech Seeds don't stack or anything, so you don't really have to worry about that. The enemy Bulbasaur faded, and just like that, Green's done. And Pippin's up to level 9, look at that. Oh, you just lucked out. Scott got $280 for winning. I heard the Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And now we get to watch as Green wanders away. Try to follow after him. And what's this? Let's see. Look at that, we got a Spearow. Speed through that really quick. Take him out with Pippin, who we clearly see outranks him level-wise. Head up to the Pokemon Center. And get ourselves healed. We're going to be heading up now. Going to the Viridian Forest and seeing if we can take care of a little business. And there you go, we heal them up. Thank you, your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again, of course. Gonna head on up this way. And now we see that drunk guy's out of the way now. Looks like he got his, quote-unquote coffee. Follow this way, might as well just avoid the grass. Not gonna find anything special in there. And here we are. We're at the Viridian Forest. In here you can find things like Caterpie, Metapods, Weedles, things of that nature. And look at that, speaking of the devil, there's a Caterpie. Might as well just attack him. Speed our way through, take him out. and find a Pokeball on the floor. That'll make up for that one we just recently wasted, catching our Kingpin. I don't know if you'd necessarily call it a new team member a waste, but who knows? Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. Sure thing, buddy. Let's do that. Here we got Bugcatcher, who wants to fight. And let's see what happens. Gonna send out Weedles, and you see this is why we bought those antidotes in the last episode, because we knew we'd be heading here. And I'm sure I'll get poisoned 4,000 times. Look at that. Poison in the first attack. And the one thing that the younger kids don't possibly know, how much more of a pain being poisoned is in this game, is the fact that as we keep getting hit over and over non-stop by these pointless ass string shots, keep seeing what we can do. But yeah, the whole dynamic of poison affecting your Pokemon even when they're not in battle, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Which I've gotten to learn as I've played through to these newer games. We don't really have to deal with that anymore, and now Pokemon don't take any damage out of battle when they're hit with certain things. Poisoning's no longer so much of a threat because of that fact. In this, though, if I don't go and hurry up and heal him at a Pokemon Center, Yertle that is, or use an antidote, he will indeed die due to poisoning. So we can throw Kingpin in. Obviously, we saw that happen while I was going over that whole huge pointless rant. And Kingpin defeated him with some tackles. And we get Kingpin up to level 7. Kingpin, as far as I know, won't really learn any effective, good, like, strong moves till about level 16, I think? I think it's level 14. Level 16 is when he evolves. I think it's right around there. And as we see, every 2 seconds, we get the screen flash, which is from the poisoning. We might as well, just for the sake of it, use an antidote. I'm sure in this next battle, he will be poisoned. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. I don't really see why that would be a fact, why you couldn't jam out when you're a Pokemon trainer. Doesn't really seem to make any sense to me. And as we see, here we got Weedle again, the same guy that caused problems for us, giving us poisonings, which I'm sure he'll do again, because the pretty much only attacks he'll use are String Shot and Poison Sting. So we'll keep using tackles, see what we can do, try to weasel our way past him. Sometimes you get lucky with the AI being stupid, just continuously using String Shot. But in this case, he was smart enough to actually lower my speed and then start attacking. And then he follows it up after I just compliment him with being an idiot again and using another String Shot. Now we use the String Shot again, and String Shot, just the loss of speed doesn't cause that many problems, because it's not loss of accuracy, so just because you're slower doesn't mean you're going to miss or anything. Now we see he's going to use Kakuna. So for this, let's throw out Kingpin, because there's no chance he'll fight back. He should dish out a good bit of experience. And just to save us all time, I'll speed this up as I go. When he keeps using Harden, it's going to be harder and harder to finish him. So look at that. Look how slowly we just chip away that health. And down goes Kakuna. Kingpin gains 106. We get Kingpin level 8 and pretty much caught him up with the team in a couple battles. And there we go. We're also learning Horn Attack. Start to use Weedle. We're actually going to keep our Kingpin in here. Him being poison type, he won't get poisoned, which is pretty good saving grace with the sense of wanting to not get poisoned every 5 seconds. There we go, we'll swap over, start using our newly found Horn Attack, which as you see, is a lot more And in a few levels, Kingpin's already a pretty valued member of the team. That's the benefit of catching your team members early on. You kind of have more to fall back on for a while. The only thing is, it makes it a little harder to distribute points, experience-wise, and get everyone to higher levels. And me personally, a lot of people will just ignore it and just let one Pokemon get really highly powered while the rest sit and don't do much. Me, I always try to at least keep them at even levels, so as you see them leveling up, even if one gets into a battle with, say, a bunch of things it can defeat, like a bunch of fire types, obviously I'd use Yertle, and say he leveled up 4 times. Yeah, he'll jump ahead a little bit, but I'll try to keep everyone around the same as him. So, at that point on, everyone will just follow suit. Gonna head up here. We haven't actually used them much, which is weird. We'll switch to Yertle down with Pippin. Get Pippin up here and let him battle for the first time in the Viridian Forest. Bugcatcher wants to fight. What are we throwing out here? Look at that! Surprise, surprise! Another Weedle. Send out Pippin. Let's hope he doesn't, though I'm sure he will probably get poisoned. Unless we luck out and he keeps using string shots. And here we go. I think one more Gust should take him out. Oh, look at that. Last little whittled down piece of health. Goes for the string shot, hit him with a Gust, and we're done. We'll get him out of here. Pippin will grow up a level to level 10. Scott defeated the Bugcatcher. I give. You're good at this. Get $90 for winning. Wow. What a cheapskate. Gonna head up here. And that's it. Heading out of Viridian Forest. We're gonna head up here now. And look at that. We finally reached Pewter City, where the first gym is actually gonna be. So that should be it for now. We're gonna end off episode 2 here. And resume, and probably next episode, take on Brock.